Hello, my name is Ethan and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ritual League 3.13. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to craft this chest plate. This is another this one's the triple maven orb chest plate. So we got the increased effect of non-cursed auras 30%, the increased effect of offerings 35%, the physical damage taken from hits taken as chaos as we're CI, increased energy shield, and regen energy shield 1% per second with the 35% chance to avoid elemental ailments. So I have all the crafting here. So another Maven Orb crafting guide similar to the helmet, but this one's a triple Maven. So again, description will have the crafting method, how you could do it, but I'll go through it with you guys. And so for this, I would recommend starting with a hunter base, looking for this Vaal Regalia item level 86 hunter influence. But first I show off this. So this is item level 86, 6 link, white socket, no influence, but maybe searching for Redeemer Hunter, showing that it's 0.7x. So you can get this base and add whatever influence you want, Hunter's Exalted Orb or Redeemer's Exalted Orb. But for this, I recommend adding the Hunter influence. So I would do the Hunter's Exalted Orb on the Vaal Regalia. The Redeemer's is separate. Okay, then I would perfect fossil it up to 30% quality. Gilded fossil for item sells much more to vendors, unless it already has 30 quality and already has item sells much more to vendors. Then I would alt spam the hunter for increased effective offerings with another influence modifier of any tier. And then I would buy a Maven Orb. And make sure that you only have the tier 1 increased effective offering and another hunter mod. And then when you Maven Orb, Gratz, if you get the 50-50, easy clap, 26 to 35% increased effective offering. When you did this with the hunter base, I recommend then obviously to get the Redeemer. And so you already have the offering, so you could search up this. You can search up the elevated mod 26% for a chestplate, 26 to 30, and it's only 8x, which is cheaper than awakening orbing your own separate chestplate. So buying this one off trade is easier, but otherwise you would have to search for an item level 80 Redeemer chestplate, and then you would have to roll the tier 1 increased effective offering 21 to 25. Compared to, just buying the already Maven Orbed item. Then, once you have these two Maven Orb items, increased effective offering, increased effective auras, you can use an Awakener Orb, just like the Helmet Craft. You destroy the shitty one that isn't 6-linked, isn't perfect quality, isn't God tier, so the Redeemer in this case. Destroy the Redeemer, adding it to the perfect Hunter Vaal Regalia with the 35% increased effective offerings, and then you'll have this new base off of the slam, off of this Awakener Orb slam. You'll have a new base, so make sure to destroy the garbage one, no white sockets, the no 6 link, and put on the new one. You get the new body armor. It has these two. I made the Craft of Exile already, so imagine you Awakener Orb these two elevated mods. They're both suffixes. You get some random prefixes. What I recommend is, my first thing I thought of is that if you bench craft a prefix onto this item, like increased armor, for example, and then you use harvest crafting, and we augment defense as a suffix, there's only one defense mod. We can guarantee regen 1% of energy shield per second. And then similar to the shield, now we have triple suffix, and we can play around with this item because we can mess around with the prefixes. But before we do anything, I'd like to show off something. So let me take this, and we can go to bench. And we'll go to prefixes, and we're going to suffixes cannot be changed. Oh, I have to remove the other craft. My bad. This one, remove Then I can add the suffixes cannot be changed. Okay, so suffixes cannot be changed now, and you can scour so that you only have these suffixes. And now it's just open prefixes. And so what we found is that if you do suffixes cannot be changed, and you use harvest crafting, and you were to augment, use the augment, so adding, and you chose caster, it guarantees curse, and if you do chaos, it guarantees fizz as chaos. So if you don't get this T1 fizz as chaos, you can re-roll this with replace chaos and add chaos. The curse is guaranteed, and then you would maven orb this. So I can actually show you the maven orb crafting here. I didn't notice that they had it enabled in the thing this whole time. Does it have awaken orb crafting too? Wait, so they put maven orb, but they didn't. Oh, because you have to have 2 bases. Yeah. Okay, so maven orb, and it can only touch these 2. It's a 50-50 because suffixes cannot be changed. And we got it on our first try. And then you would be able to remove this craft. And then you could augment. You could block a prefix here actually, like one of the weird ES rolls. So here you have 56 to 69, or you have the 56 to 74%, and I think that the flat is worse than the percent. So I could potentially craft or this hybrid maybe. I'm not sure which one, but I could try to block and then augment defense and hit T5, which is pretty much what I have in game. And then the last mod in the bench, I did avoiding elemental ailments because I find, well, in our build we get 100% avoiding elemental ailments through the helmet, the boot, and this chestplate mod. And so this is how I crafted my chestplate. It's literally the chestplate, as literally even with the T5 ES. And if you wanted a higher roll than this, you could keep the suffixes cannot be changed. And when you reroll, you can reroll this defense, adding and removing it to get it to T1 without removing this suffix. So that's one way to get this to a perfect chestplate, and super insane. And 18% of physical taken as chaos while your CI is really good. Increased effective offering with the bone offering, auras, getting 300 aura effect, absolute insane chestplate, really powerful. Maven orb crafting is really fun. That is the whole thing. So I gave you all the crafting, and then yeah, there's like obviously some getting lucky here. You have to get the correct you have to get the 50-50s with the maven orbs. You have to get some good mods when you do the awakener orb, but at least with this awakener orb, really all you have to do is get removable suffix, because you can remove the prefixes for sure. There's almost like no way that you'll hit 3 unremovable prefixes, because if you can remove 1, then you can do suffixes cannot be changed, and then you can get rid of all the prefixes. Same, and you can also do the harvest craft to reforge, keeping all suffixes, and it re-rolls all the prefixes. This is a pretty quick one compared to my previous ones on getting this out of how to craft this chestplate. Hopefully you guys like this, and then you can replicate it. I had an idea to do a triple maven helmet, and I was looking at it honestly, and the other maven mod you can get potentially is spell block on the suffix instead of the burning damage, but I found that the spell block doesn't actually gain anything. It gains 1% max spell block, and you would only really be able to gain benefit of that if you built a ton of spell block or went like glancing blows or something. But either way, I hope this helps a lot of people who were trying to craft my Vaal Regalia super tank chestplate. It's really cool, really fun, obviously pretty hard to get. At least this should make it easier. So now I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon, my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!